Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Agent Game. So it's about a CIA officer who finds himself the target of some operation after being scapegoated for the death of an interrogation subject. I don't know. Some CIA spy interrogation kind of movie. But the cool thing is, well, not the cool, it's 3.8 on IMDb, but only 548 people rated it so far. Mel Gibson, right? Jason Isaacs, you know him, I think. Cassidy, Dermot Mulroney. I mean, there's some people in this that Barkhad, Abdi, and he was from what was he? Captain Phillips. Yep. Okay. So there's a lot of people in this one. It's an hour and 30 minutes long. Good. School night movie. I'm excited. It's funny though, when I saw it, I thought of poor Bruce Willis. You know. Oh, I've been a fan of him. So funny, I watched every one of his movies this past year, 2021. 7 straight to DVD movies and I always made a comment. I'll watch every one of them. And now he retires, poor guy. But wish him the best. But I'm thinking, as I see this, because this had to be straight to DVD, is this Mel Gibson now heading down that same path? I don't know. But anyway, I'm excited to see it. I don't care about the ratings. I'm going to check it out, see what it's about, give you a better idea, and let you know what I think. Stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Agent Game. Sorry no check-in, and I'll be honest, it's because I didn't get it at first. I'm not sure I still do, okay? So, it starts off at the end, and you know, maybe I was loosely paying attention, but I tried to really focus. And I'm not even sure how to explain it, but it happens at the same time, but one's in the past, one's current, and it's kind of confusing for me. It was confusing for me because they do at one point say like 3 weeks ago, or 2 weeks ago, or 2 weeks prior to this, whatever. But that's it. So let me break down what we have here. So Mel Gibson, I think, is the head of the CIA or something major government entity, and he recruits Cassidy, Adan Canto. You know him if you see him. His character, and Rhys Coiro. He's Billy from Entourage. Didn't know that until I knew that's who he was, but once I saw him, I didn't know he was in this. I didn't see his name there. So that he recruits the 3 of them for some extraction mission where they're supposed to go in, take this guy or girl, whatever, this person, put him on a plane and go somewhere with him. Right? So that's one half of it. The other half of it is, which is interesting because, I mean, Dermot Mulroney, Jason Isaacs, and another girl that I guess her name's Ilonzeh. I don't know who she is, but those 3 are interrogating our guy from Captain Phillips, the guy I mentioned before. Don't see his name. I actually paused the credits so I can get everybody's name. But they're interrogating him. So they show him going back and forth, right, as though they're happening at the same time. But they're actually not. One's happening before the other one. And, you know, the whole time, you're not sure really what's going on and what the connection is. Which is okay. I mean, at first I was a little like, I don't know if I missed something, but you're not supposed to get it right away. And then eventually they connect, okay? Which is fine, but it's 2 separate kind of missions. And, you know, I like the fact that they keep you in the dark for a little bit. But in the end, I mean, it really, I don't know, it didn't make a lot of sense to me, the whole thing. Like, why everything was happening. Didn't come through for me. I think, no, I still don't know what the whole, you know, motivation behind all of it was. I can make some guesses, but I think my guesses are wrong, to be honest with you. But who knows? Anyway, so that's one of the things I don't like about it is the fact that I don't get it. I mean, not that I don't get it, but I don't find the piece behind it. So, you know, the whole key to everything, the silver bullet of why these things are happening. I know I'm talking in code, but sorry. I do like the fact that they're separated. Now, there's something also, and I came up with this word. This is one of the good things about doing like YouTube stuff. Like, you think more, you try and articulate better, and that's part of the reason I started this whole channel, was to hopefully communicate better. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, and I thought of this word that I don't really use, but cavalier. So we have these guys who are like, you know, trained, I don't want to say assassins, but whatever, they're military types that are extracting somebody. And they're very cavalier about what they're doing. You know, even though they're on this like private jet flying this person across wherever. You know, just in their actions, I thought it wasn't. And it wasn't set up to be like humorous. So, you know, you know, I get it when they're trying to insert comedy. And maybe that's what they were trying to do, but I didn't feel like it was the right time for that. It's supposed to be like a very serious kind of situation that's going on, and busting a joke here and there is okay, but when you watch it in this setting, it didn't work for me. It's not like, I don't know, I didn't feel like they were bought in on what they were doing, if that makes sense. I think, I never know if it's bad acting, bad writing, bad directing, but, you know, you've seen other, TV shows that you take more seriously than this. I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but that just didn't come through that this is like, although the whole thing is heavy, it didn't feel that way from that piece. I think Dermot Mulroney and Jason Isaacs and their whole thing, that felt more appropriately delivered. Like they were part of an interrogation, and I bought into more of what really they were doing as opposed to the three I don't want to say hijacker, kidnappers. You know, it seemed like and it could have been the level of acting when you think of the names that I just said, that, you know, they're a little bit more convincing on what they're doing as opposed to what they were doing. So that didn't connect for me either. And then I felt there was a whole lot to do for nothing. When you see all this, it's just, you know, it's one thing after another of the dominoes falling, if you will, of the twists and the turns, you know, and it just, the whole thing felt not, I don't know, not serious enough. So it's hard for me to explain. I wish I could think of it better. But yeah, I guess cavalier was the best term I thought of for all of this. Even for Mel Gibson's role and what he was doing. You know, when he's interviewing them, like, it didn't feel real. You know, I know it's a movie, but it just felt wrong. Not right. Like, the questions and stuff like that, that whole piece, and then their answers and their responses, you know, like when he's interviewing Billy from Entourage, and, you know, he just says some silly stuff that was written for him. And then the other girl comes in, or the other person comes in, whatever, and it's like, I'm really excited to get started. You know, I think that's what he said. And it's like, right? Like, he meets him, says 2 or 3 things to him. I heard you went crazy in Afghanistan. Yeah, the sheep were scared or something. He says something silly. Okay, great. I knew I hired the right guy. That's like his interview to become part of the CIA secret mission, if it is CIA, or, you know, this government secret mission. And then somebody else walks in the room and says, oh, this will be, you know, so-and-so. And it's like, I'm really excited to get started. Well, I mean, this is like a soldier who's been in Afghanistan, and you know what I mean? It's like, you'll get it when you watch it, if you do watch it. I mean, who's not going to watch Mel Gibson if you don't like Mel Gibson? Which people don't, I think, because he's political some form or fashion. I don't know. I don't follow any of that stuff. But, I mean, it also has everybody else in it. So there's a lot of potential there, but didn't score well with me. I'm talking a 5 or a 6 on this one. I wouldn't go as low as a 4. I had a little bit of fun. There was some action. There is something there. But not much. And it's only an hour and a half long. So I kind of like that because it's a school night. So I don't know how helpful I was. Oh, Barkhad, Abdi, I think. Yeah, he was the guy they were interrogating. So there you go. I don't know. I don't know. And that whole piece, I don't even know what they were doing. I get they were interrogating him, but like for what? And they tried to make it clear. It wasn't clear to me. You know. So maybe there was a prior movie that I missed. I don't know. Or maybe everything's going to come out in a sequel. So I don't know. Alright. That's it. That's all I got for you. If you do decide to watch it, set your expectation lows. I think the ratings are pretty spot on. But fun action film that you can laugh at, I guess. Alright, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.